Hello everyone! Once again we are painting, and today we're using titanium white, portrait pink, yellow ochre, primary yellow, orange, sap green, viridian, primary blue, and black. For brushes we're using a blendy brush, a knife, fan brush, 3/4 of an inch brush, bushy brush, and our 2.5 inch, or our 1.5 inch, yes. Okay. So now what I've already done is I've coated the canvas in a thin coat of linseed white, which is mixed using linseed oil and a titanium white color, which is already on the board there. Okay, so let's start out by doing, just gently pat our brush here in some primary yellow. And then we're going to use our crisscross strokes in case you can't see the canvas. I'll move it just a little bit closer. Okay. Primary yellow will have that right there. Yeah, that's a good spot. We're using crisscross strokes, and let's go straight into some yellow ochre without washing the brush. We'll go right in there. Alright. Yellow ochre is I like to say it's got a nice little golden glow to it. And now, some yellow ochre there. Maybe, just maybe, we'll clean the brush now. Again, I use odorless mineral spirits. Just knock off any paint off the brush. Okay. We'll go into our knife here. We'll take a little bit of primary yellow and some titanium white. We'll just pull that out. Clean the brush on the apron. And then, first off, what I'll do is I will wipe off the knife here. Okay. And now, it's going to take a little bit of a fingerful, and that's going to be the brightest part in our painting, right there. And just keep. Alright, there we go. Now, let's go in some viridian. I love this viridian color because when you get it mixed in with that yellow ochre, stuff it can create is amazing. And it's mixing with that linseed white, so it's getting lighter as we go on. It's creating that field of depth. Alright, It's already looking like it's something. Okay, now we'll mix some titanium white and some primary blue. While we're at it, let's add a touch of Viridian, just a little bit. Okay, maybe a little bit more primary blue. And this is going to be the rest of the sky. Wipe off our knife on an apron or something if you have it. Now, I'm not even cleaning the brush yet. I'm just patting it into this color that we just made here. And I'm not too worried about blending it just yet because we're only adding some color. I already like this too. Alright, now that that's all done, we're going to clean our brush. I just mix it along the bottom there. Okay, with our brush cleaned, now we can go into our blendy brush. And now, we're just going to pat around the sun there. And patting around the sun, it's going to give us that effect. That light's coming out. See, now you can already see the lights. It's almost as if sunlight's reflecting from a camera. Clean off our blendy brush here. Oh, that's surprising. Okay. Now, we're going to blend. Make sure your brush is completely dry too. If it's not dry, you're going to have just paint everywhere. And it's just going to be running down. I'm not too worried about what's going on at the bottom there, because you'll see what I'm going to do with that in a minute. Alright, now let's blend from the outside in. And now I'm not worried about that yellow there, because I'm not worried about the green in the yellow there, I should say. Because I can always just go back in there, coat it again with this. And just blend it out with the dry brush. Okay, now with our dry brush, we almost want to make it seem like that's a part of it, so that the color's infusing. If you can't beat it, accept it. That's one thing I keep time and time again. Learn to just accept what happens. Alright, now we're gonna go into some. Let's take our knife. Where did I put that? Oh, right here. Okay. Go into some sap green, primary blue, a little more sap green, maybe a touch of Viridian, and some titanium white, maybe a little more primary blue, and some more of this little bright blue that we made earlier. That is perfect. I love that color. Okay. Now this is where fun starts happening. Clean our 1.5 inch brush here. Alright, now make sure our brush is dry. Once we've assured that it's dry, we'll pat into some paint here. And we'll just begin going like this. Going from the outside in. Maybe add a little bit more of that bluish color and maybe some more primary blue as well. And then we'll add I'm going to leave some parts open here, and that'll add for our sunlight reflection there. Okay. We've got that just about done. Now, cleaning our brush. Now we'll go into some of this light yellow color that we made and just add little touches of color every now and then there. And then take our blendy brush and just like that, I'm not pressing too hard here either, because then that happens. Now our goal there was to create just a faint reflection, not going for anything too big here. Now I'm going to take our 3.5 inch brush, go into some portrait pink here. Actually, I can take the knife. I'll put a little right here. Mix that with some primary blue. This primary blue is very strong that I use. I don't know why I use it, but I use it. I'll include some Viridian. Heck, maybe even a little orange. I like that color. It's whatever color you like, though. Okay, that looks good. And you know what? Maybe I'll even put a little yellow ochre in there. Okay. Wipe off the knife. I just use an apron. Okay, now we'll go into some of this color that we made here. Some more orange. I really like putting orange in that. And then we picture where we want a cloud to be. Always want to keep moving with a cloud, or else it just won't be very cloud-like. You'll just have a blob there. Maybe there's one right there. And yes, I switched to a different color. I put some black into this little teal color. And that makes for just this wonderful dark bluish grayish color. Let's put cloud right there. Maybe there's a cloud that's right here. And I'm just using the very tip of the brush. Just using this part of the brush right here. Okay. Clean that brush now. Now we'll clean our blending brush here. And now with the blendy brush, how is this going to work? Well, I could put the handle back on. Yeah. Okay. And now, just go like this to the clouds and make them just appear like they're just in the air, having a good time. Because isn't that what all clouds do? Clouds like having good times. Okay. Now that we've got our clouds there, we can move on to some water effects. Now, I'm just going to take a little bit of sap green, put it right there, and a little bit of black. Not too much black though, because that is overpowering. And basically we just want, I put it into my teal mix here, because I think that is just a very good color and it goes with anything. Alright, now that I'm done mixing that, I'll get some paint thinner, maybe mix it some more. Don't want too much thinner though, because then it's just going to be like liquid and it's just going to be everywhere. I think that's perfect, so I'm going to wipe my knife off here. Knife is wiped off. We're going to take our fan brush and just get some paint in there. Maybe just drop a paint thinner. Again, we're using our fan brush here. And now, actually, we'll use our bush brush for this. Don't even need the fan brush. The fan brush we'll use later on. I'll just pad some paint on the bush brush here. Little bushy, bushy, bushy. And now, I'm just going to create some little foothills. Our focus is mainly on what's above the water. I don't care what's in the water, because we have a little trick for that. Alright, maybe it ends there. And maybe, just maybe, alright, we'll wash our 1.5 inch brush now. Make sure it's completely dry. And now we're going to pull down right here. pull up on this side. There we go. There's our forests. But we're not done yet. There. We've got a complete big forest there. And we've got some nice reflections going too. See how easy that was? Alright, now what I'm thinking we're going to do is maybe we can add another little foothill there. Just using our same 1.5 inch brush. Get some more black, some more sap green, maybe some primary blue, and some viridian. Maybe a touch of titanium white too. Don't want that much though. Some more sap green. Alright, now first taking our 3.5 inch brush here, or wait, no, 3/4 of an inch, and we're creating mist just by patting the bottom of our old foothills here. Alright, now we're going to take the color that we just made, I have it on the brush here, and then we're just going to tap. Some more black, because when it's darker, it's going to be closer to you. Maybe those foothills end there. And now, clean our brush. Make sure it's completely dry. If you don't seem like it's, doesn't feel like it's dry yet, just beat on it some more. It'll dry eventually. Alright. And now we're going to pull down on this again. And now we're going to pull up on this some. And now we're going to blend out the reflections there. See, and now it looks like there's reflections there. Alright, now, maybe. You always want to look back and think, what can you do to make a picture better? Well, maybe we can take some titanium white, a little bit more than that, some sap green, some orange. Again, I don't follow any color mixing guides. I just mix away. And some blue. Maybe a bunch of black too. I don't know what this color is, but it'll work. Now I'm going to wiggle the brush so I get sharp edge. Wiggle the brush through the paint. Don't just straightly pull it if you're going to try and get it straight. You just want to wiggle it. Alright, now got the sharp edge of the brush. Now, I'm going to try making a tree. Because everyone likes trees. Maybe there's one right there. Reload some paint into the brush. Wiggle it again to get that chiseled edge. Well, sharp edge. See? Sharp. Maybe I want to put some more titanium white in there too. Alright, now we're getting somewhere. And for the top there, I use just a corner of the brush because that's the only way you can get it to get it small like that. Alright. Maybe you want to make that tree bigger. Well, I could show you how. Never really experimented with it yet, but you always try new things in life. This is one of those moments. Alright, reload some more paint into the brush. More titanium white, some more black, some more viridian. Alright, now we have our point there, we have our point there. And just like that, we've got a bigger tree. So now I'm going to take some of this darker grayish color that we made earlier, wiggling through the brush yet again. Just wiggling the paint through the brush, because we want to have that straight edge yet again. Alright, we've got the straight edge. Maybe. There's an even bigger tree somewhere. We just don't know where it is yet. But we can figure that out. Alright, maybe he's right there. We want to get our sharp edge on the brush again, because we're starting to lose that. Alright. Just keep pressing it up right there. That is perfect. Maybe we should make this tree just a little bit bigger. Let's make him go off the canvas. That sounds like a great idea. Wiggle the brush again, we're losing our sharp edge. Alright, we've got our sharp edge back. We're just patting the brush now. Alright, there's our second tree. You know what? Suppose you're not happy with that one tree and you just want it gone. Well, that's not going to happen. But you can make it like that tree right there. you just need some black paint. And now we're going to wiggle our brush through that black paint once again. Alright, we've got some right there on that side. Alright. Sharp edge, sharp edge. Alright, wiggle the brush again through some black paint. Maybe we want this guy to be up by the sun. Oh, wiggle our brush again. See, when you don't wiggle your brush, it just ends up like that. Alright, now maybe this tree is a giant among trees. And there we have two trees, two equally amazing trees. Alright, now with our amazing trees, there comes an equally amazing responsibility. We don't want to lose those foothills there, so what I'm going to do is clean my brush. Because everyone needs a clean brush. Fan brush isn't dried yet. Okay. We're going to clean this brush too, because we're going to use that. We're going to take our knife here, take some orange. We'll mix that with some primary blue. What the primary blue is going to do with the orange is it's going to make a brown, because once again, I don't have brown. You know what, let's mix it with some green and deep yellow too. We're just going to make something, we're just going to make one amazing color. And it doesn't have to be a perfect brown either, because as we know, no such thing as perfect exists. Nothing is made perfect. Alright, we got some more orange out of that tube. Now mix it some more. I like that color. Let's put some yellow ochre in there too. Let's wipe off our knife on the apron. Wipe the apron off the knife. Alright. I feel as if we should take a little bit of paint thinner. Not too much though, because it's just going to turn into liquid, and liquid with oil paint, doesn't really mix. Let's take some titanium white with that. Alright. Now, this is going to be the base for our trees. Maybe, we should add a little black to that just to make it darker. Okay, I like that color. It's a nice color. Okay. Because as we all know, the darker an object is, the closer it's going to be to you. So, that being said, just add the rest of our black in this tube here. Alright. Running out of black too. Alright, wonderful. Maybe we'll put just a little bit more deep yellow in that. Just beautiful. I'm beginning to warm up to this color. Alright, now maybe this here is the base for our trees. Now, we might want to make this some uneven ground. Alright, there we go. Mix some yellow ochre into that. Alright, now, we're going to want to... Here's a cool trick you can do once I find the knife. Oh, there it is in my lap. Clean off that brush. Okay, now with a knife, just scratch out the indentation of branches from the tree. Sometimes you can do the whole branch, other times you might just want to do part of it. And maybe. There we go. There we go. Alright. Now comes the true test. We'll mix some primary blue, some viridian, and some titanium white. And those are going to be our bushes. Because everyone likes bushes. I think bushes in water are my favorite things to do in a lot of my paintings. Alright. So, we mix viridian, primary blue. It's just going to be that amazing, it's going to be like a deep blue teal color. Wipe the knife off on the apron. Now, we'll use our bush brush, pat it into the paint, and then maybe there's a bush right there. Maybe I'll add some more titanium white to that. Alright, there's our other bush. And now, we can begin working on the highlights. So for the trees, we'll use fan brush, which, why didn't you dry? Okay. Now we'll pull out titanium white, pull it out thin. Now we'll put our fan brush in some paint thinner, but not too much, because we don't want to be painting liquid. Alright, that looks good. And now begin adding highlights. And those are just what really make the whole thing come to life. And maybe, just maybe, we'll clean our fan brush here. Just maybe. We'll use our bush brush for some highlights. For the bushes, because even bushes, they like highlights too. It's as easy as that. And now, I don't entirely feel like I put enough highlights on this tree, so I'm going to take my fan brush again. It's just this one tree here that's bugging me. Alright, now, since this one's right under the sun, we just want to keep a lot of the tree dark. And I feel like this one's got to have the most brightness, so... because it's right under the sun. And normally when something's right under the sun, it produces the most light. Well, it's being produced by the most light. Anyways, that looks like it's just about done. I'm happy with the way this one came out. So, that's this one. This one's gonna be the Emerald Lake. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed. There shall be more painting in the future. Thank you. Bye.